Mix 94.7 KMCH. It is time now for high school softball. Here is KMCH Sports Director John Swisher and Bill Logan.
Thank you very much, Ashley Bramey, John Swisher, and Bill Logan. Glad to have you along on this Saturday night from Van Horne, Class 4A Region 4 semifinal. It's the Bobcats of Western Dubuque with their 23-15 record, taking on the number one team in Class 4A, the Benton Community Bobcats. They are the Class 3A defending champion from a year ago, as Benton Community this season at 31-6. The Bobcats getting here with their first round win in Farley on Thursday night over Decorah by the score of 8-4. Benton Community had a first round bye as it sets up this matchup here tonight. These two teams did meet back in the early part of the season three times this year, as Benton Community winning 8-4 and 9-4 in Farley on that cross-division WMAC Conference doubleheader back on May 24th. And then again, a few days later at the Western Dubuque Annual Tournament on May 27th, 6-3 over Western Dubuque. Benton Community got the victory. So Bobcats know they're going to have their hands full tonight here, Billy. It's going to be a tough challenge. Benton Community lost quite a bit. They have six returning starters, letter winners from a year ago on that team. That was 42 and 43-2, I should say, the Class 3A state champs. But Coach Stenberg and company just reloaded 31-6 this year. There's a little concern of how they go with two great pitchers, losing them Division I level. Both graduated with Pfizer and Weeble. Pfizer going to pitch for Minnesota and Illinois State is where Weeble ended up, and they have pretty much picked up where they've been the last few seasons, despite losing some great talent here from a year ago.
Yeah, they did, and they hit the ball, just as hard and as well as they did a year ago. They're leading Class 4A in home runs. They're, I think, third or fourth in team batting average. Pitching, Anna Stenberg, the senior coach's daughter, 1.97 earned run average, not too shabby. They've got an eighth grader that's only pitched in 6 contests all year, but her earned run average is a little under 2.5. So the cupboard is not there. And they got some great kids coming up, some younger kids. They've got a couple eighth graders that are on this roster here tonight. So, a good influx of some talent coming up. So, they're not reloading. They're just same thing here. It's just come out and play the same mindset we did the last couple of years, and they've done a very good job this year.
As Western Dubuque coming in here tonight, they were WMAC record of 12-9 in the East Division, 8-6, good for 5th place. As Benton Community won the WMAC overall conference record of 20-2, first place out of 16 teams total in the WMAC, and 13-1 in the west side of the conference, with their only loss to Center Point Urbana. They were first out of 8 teams in the west side, non-conference mark of 11-4. As the Bobcats coming in, they have 9 double-digit wins. They are 3-8 against ranked teams, playing 5 ranked opponents. 7 ranked opponents for Benton Community. They have a record of 5-5. For Benton Community, they score 8 runs a game. They have 291 runs on the season in 37 games played. Runs against, they have given up 110. They average 3 runs a game given up to their opponents. For the Bobcats, 248 on the season in 38 games. They average 7 a night. They give up 4 runs a night as they have allowed 150 runs. So offensively, both teams score some runs. 7 for the Bobcats, 8 for Benton Community. And then they don't give up very many. We'll see what gives here tonight. Some of those stats are very similar.
Well, it's just going to be, a fun contest here to see which team's pitcher can maybe pitch one of her best games of the year, because that's what it's going to take here tonight, or which team really comes out and just hits it, swings it all the way up top of the lamp down through the number 9 hitter. If one team comes out and has a good couple first 2-3 innings and gets the lead on the other, it's going to be tough on the other team.
Yes, indeed. As the introduction starting here on the national anthem and then get ready to go. We'll take a look at these starting lineups for Western Dubuque. Very similar to the other night that we saw, except for Reagan Massey getting the start inside the circle. Ella Link, the freshman designated player, she set the program record for most home runs in a season by an individual. 11 home runs, hit her 11th the other night. Previous record was 9 in Bobcat history. 11 on a team that has 31. That's close to a team record as well. Hannah Horsfield is the center fielder batting second. Peyton Kirprick, the third baseman, batting third. Jade Besler is the cleanup hitter in the right field position. Reagan Massey, the pitcher, batting fifth. Michaela Jones is the catcher. She's batting sixth. Hitting seventh is Kelly Dinlinger. Dinlinger, the left fielder. Lindsay Wogenbush, who got the win the other night inside the circle, is the first baseman tonight. She is batting eighth, and batting ninth is Amy Kane. Kane, the shortstop, as Allie Besler is in the 10th spot as that flex player, as she is the second baseman. For head coach Eric Stenberg and the Benton Community Bobcats, Shelby Halsbus. Halsbus, the center fielder, leading off. Grace Martinson, the shortstop, batting second. Angie Gorkow is the third baseman, hitting third. J.C. Lyons is the catcher, hitting in the cleanup spot. Anna Stenberg, the pitcher, is in the 5-hole. Elise Harvey, the second baseman, batting sixth. Seventh is McKenna Bonowitz, the designated player, playing first base. Jesse Havlick is the right fielder in the eighth spot. Samantha Robbie is the left fielder. And in the ninth spot, Caitlin Busher is the flex player and the first baseman here for Benton Community. Rachel Neal, in her 7th season as head coach, 10th in the program overall, 3 years as assistant for Coach Ron Lehman, the 2002 graduate of Wahlert High School in Dubuque, has also coached at Wartburg and Morris at the college level, an all-stater in her high school days. She's a Iowa Girls High School Hall of Famer in the sport of softball, also a Dubuque Wahlert Hall of Famer for our accolades at Wahlert High School. As a 112-win and 145-loss record in 7 years for Coach Rachel Neal. Eric Stenberg, Dr. Eric Stenberg. He's an ER doctor in Marshalltown. His 4th season as the head coach here for Benton Community. 153 and 17 is the record in 4 seasons. A 1985 at Cedar Rapids Kennedy High School and a 1989 graduate of Mount Mercy College in Cedar Rapids. As we get closer to the first pitch of this one, Class 4A Region 4 semifinal. It's Western Dubuque and Benton Community. The Bobcats doing battle here tonight. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At J's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staffs, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Monticello Sports is your retail sporting goods store in Monticello. They carry shoes, uniforms, and equipment and do screening for all area schools. Monticello Sports is your specialty sporting goods store in Monticello.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Wolfco Electric specializes in residential, commercial, agricultural, industrial, and aerial work. They sell and service generic generators and renewable energy systems. For all your electrical sales and service needs, call the experts at Wolfco Electric at 563-922-2395.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The staff at Bonecamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff. Go teams!
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Crop Production Services in Winthrop, proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. For all of your custom applications of fungicide and insecticide needs, from aerial to wide drops, they've got you covered. Call Crop Production Services in Winthrop, 319-935-3481.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Along with in-studio producer Ashley Bramey, John Swisher, Bill Logan back with you. We're good on the weather tonight as the 82-degree temperature, real and feel like. 4 mile an hour out of the northwest, a light breeze here as 44% humidity on this very nice Saturday night for softball. Class 4A Region 4 semifinal. Ty Hill from Cedar Rapids, Bragg Keel, the umpires here tonight as Ella Lake, the designated player, will lead things off here for the Bobcats. A .426 average, her 11th homers we talked about the other night, 33 runs batted in as well. She walked 4 times and hit that homer the other night. She stands in first to face the pitcher, Anna Stenberg, is a strike. Outer half, thigh-high, strike one. Horne won the count. Anna Stenberg, the senior, daughter of head coach Eric Stenberg, 19 starts. Her 20th year tonight. 18-2 record, 128 innings pitched, 1 save, 76 hits against her. This one is up and out as the catcher has it bound off her glove. Lions off to the right side for ball one. We're even 1-1. 47 runs against, 36 earned runs, a 1.97 ERA, 43 walks, 3 hit batters, 142 strikeouts, 159 the batting average for Stenberg. This is fouled right back to the fence in front of us here for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Here to Ella Link defensively for Bench Community. Robbie, Halsebus, and Havlik left to right. Gorkow, Martinson, Harvey, and Polowitz around the infield. Lyons is the catcher, and Stenberg inside the circle. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on down in the dirt. The catcher will get into the low throw to first, but the first baseman will skip it out, staying on the white part of the bag as the 2-3 put out after the strikeout by Ella Lake. Goes for out number 1. Hannah Horsfield now stands in as Link, the freshman. I'm sure she's very ready to get things started here, and just swung at one a little low that time.
Yeah, she did. And Western Dubuque's offense will really, really go how Ella does leading it off. And the other night she got on base all 5 times, 4 walks and a home run. So that's what you need, and that's what you really like to see as a coach at that top of the lineup.
And Horsfield able to foul this one off left side after taking a ball 1-1 to count to Horsfield. She comes in as a .347 hitter at her 24 stolen base the other night. 10 runs batted in, 44 hits on the season, 3 doubles. Has 35 runs, and there is a base hit in the right field. Past the second baseman, the right fielder, Havlik, will get it in. The hit, first hit of the game with 1 out, brings up Peyton Kirkwood now.
Well, that's what you like to see. As a slot hitter, Ben's defense was playing way in. Had they been playing normal depth that they are right now, that probably would have been a ground out second baseman. But when you're that slap hitter, but then all of a sudden when you decide to swing away, you can punch that past the infielder. So a nice job by Horsfield.
Peyton Kirkwood hits this one on the ground. Right back to the pitcher. She goes to second for the force and just able to get it. As nice play by Martinson, staying on the bag in the scoop as a backhanded play there by Martinson, the shortstop. as they get the lead runner. Horsfield is forced out on the 1-6 put out for out number 2. Krippert reaches on the fielder's choice to the pitcher. And Stenberg was not happy with just getting the out there. She won the lead runner, and she got her girl 2 down now and brings up Jade Bessler. Bessler pops this one right side up and out of play. Bessler, the right fielder, one of the seniors on this team. 5 seniors, 6 juniors, 2 sophomores, 4 freshmen, 1 eighth grader for the Bobcats. 18 on their roster for Western Dubuque. For Benton Community, they have 2 seniors, 3 juniors, 4 sophomores, 3 freshmen, and 4 eighth graders, 16 on their squad. And there is a strike taken on the outer half. Fly high for strike 2. 0-2 the count here to Jade Bessler. Comes in with 15 runs scored. She had herself a hit the other night, so 45 on the season. A .393 hitter coming in. The 0-2 well outside. Good 0-2 pitch there for ball 1. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, that was a good purpose pitch right there. It felt high, kind of right where your eyes are at, but off the plate. So very smart pitch by the pitcher. Good look by the batter not to go for it.
The 1-2 to Bessler on the way. Swung on and fouled left side. Little popper down beyond the third base. Bobcat, Benton Community Bobcat dugout. As 1-2 is the count here. The 2 down, a runner on first base at the top of the first inning. Bobcats, the visitors here tonight via the coin flip. Benton Community, home team, will on their home diamond and by the coin flip as there is a swing and a miss. Pitch up and out. Bessler chased it, goes down for the swinging strikeout for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score from Van Horne. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence has over 100 years of experience. Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving Eastern Iowa farmers. Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence, partners in excellence.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
City of Manchester would like to wish all the area athletes, teams, and coaching staff the best of luck. The City of Manchester appreciates all the hard work and dedication put forth on the field and in the classroom. Go teams!
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at FullerBrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Call Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Back into Van Horne. Shelby Halsebus will start things off for Benton Community against Reagan Massey, the junior pitcher, in her 14th start here, 10-4 record, 82 2/3 innings pitch. And there's a hit batter off the right arm. She wears that pad above the right elbow, and she got one right there to start the game. A hit batter, and Grace Martinson will stand in now as Reagan Massey, 77 hits against her, 46 runs against, 31 earned runs, 2.63 ERA. She's walked 22, now hit 3 batters on the year, struck out 61. Opponents are hitting 223 against her. Runner goes into second base safely on the stolen base after the strike is called to Grace Martinson.
Yeah, that stolen base by Halsebus, her 25th and 25 attempts, and she had that easily. So in scoring position with nobody out.
Second on the team in that category is Halsebus, and there's a strike taken by Grace Martinson, the shortstop. As Martinson, the sophomore, one of 4 on the roster here for Benton Community. And the 0-2, all the way too far outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. First winning season for Western Dubuque softball, 23-15 since 2008. Their first and only state appearance, their 5th in Class 3A that year. Swung and a miss. Strikeout number 1 for Massey. The swinging variety for out number 1 brings up Angie Gorko now. Gorko is the third baseman. As 2008, that team 34-10, 17 home runs. So this 31 home run king. Program record for the Bobcats. There's a off-speed pitch tailed down and a swung on and missed there by Gorko. She'll stand back in with a runner on second and one down.
And Gorko, their power in their lineup, too. 14 home runs, 66 RBI.
Charging this one left center field. And it's off the top of the fence and gone. A home run by Gorko. Just as you talked about the power, Gorko hits her 15th singer of the season, and it's 2-0 Benton Community just like that on the 37th home run on the year by Benton Community. They lead Class 4A with 37, number 9 overall in the state, as Cedar Rapids Jefferson leads that category. 64 home runs, a state record in the sport of softball. And standing in now is JC Lyons after a 2-run shot with one down here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, she got all of that one. It's probably about 195 out there left center field. It's 200 to dead center field, and she did a nice job. She got fooled a little bit on that first pitch, a little off-speed pitch, but then Reagan Massey tried to put one in there, got more of the plates that she wanted, and Angie made her pay for it.
So 2-0 Benton Community with JC Lyons standing in, nobody on, and one down. Here this last of inning number 1. Massey with the pitch, off speed, and got her swinging and missing there for strike 1. 1-1 the count here to JC Lyons. For the Bobcats, defensively, Dinlinger, Horsfield, and Bessler left to right. It's Kirprick, Kane, Bessler, and Rodenbush. Around the infield, Jones the catcher, and Massey inside the circle, up and out there for a ball. 2-1 the count. Here to the number 4 batter, JC Lyons. Lyons comes in, 26 runs scored, 57 hits, 15 doubles, 47 RBIs. It's second on the team behind Gorko, and a 467 hitter is Lyons, who swings at that one downstairs. Chased it, came up empty for strike 2. We're even 2-2.
Yeah, that's the 4th changeup that she's thrown off-speed pitch, and it's got good drop action on it. They haven't come close to hitting that pitch yet, so for Reagan, she's going to have to continue to have that pitch with that kind of reaction.
Outside, too far, low for ball 3. 3-2 the count. Here at the bottom of the first, 2-0 Benton Community, the number 1 team in Class 4A. A record of 31-6. The Bobcats unranked at 23-15. This ball is sprayed down the line, bouncing along the fence line, back behind Coach Stenberg. And it stays at full count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Benton Community moving up to Class 4A after winning Class 3A state title last year. The 3-2 on the way for Massey is just a tad up for ball 4. The second free pass of the inning allowed by Massey. JC Lyons gets on with a 1-out walk, and it brings up the pitcher, Anna Stenberg.
Yeah, they took advantage of that first free pass, came around, scored in front of that home run. There's a courtesy runner.
Mallory Tice, number 12, gets the honors here, as Tice has 6 stolen bases in 8 attempts so far on the year. And a time is called as Jones goes out to have a word with her pitcher, Massey.
Yeah, she needs to continue to attack that strike zone, and that off-speed pitch, you hate to throw it too often, but that's been by far her best pitch of the night here so far.
There's a pitch that misses his own for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Anna Stenberg, the 5th batter in this inning. We've had a hit batter, a strikeout swinging, a 2-run homer, and a walk. 2-0 Benton Community. Bottom of the first, off-speed pitch. It stayed up and out for ball 2. 2-0 the count.
That's the first time she's thrown that off-speed pitch that didn't get a strike or a swing on it. A little wrong release for her. It's kind of floating in there a little high. So first time she's had a bad off-speed pitch.
There's a strike. 2-1 the count now. Here to Anna Stenberg. This one fouled back to the fence in front of us for strike 2. We're even out to 2.
Well, Tice was on the move that time with that pitch, trying for either a stolen base or a nice hit and run, because she took off right away. And Stenberg was hitting, and the pitch was a strike.
And this one is popped up left side, now out of play. Into the trees, back beyond the third base Benton Community dugout. 2 runs in here, 1 runner on base and 1 down in the last of the first inning. The 2-2 to Stenberg for Massey on the way. Swung on a miss. There's an off-speed pitch. The runner goes. The throw down not in time as the stolen base comes there for Tice. That's number 7 on the season for Tice. 7 of 9 now in that category. As Stenberg, the second swinging strikeout for out number 2, brings up Elise Harvey now, the second baseman for Benton Community.
Yeah, so Benton Community so far, each free pass, they've gotten a stolen base on it, put the girls in scoring position. So being very, very aggressive right off the bat here in about the first inning.
Harvey back in after a strike there. There's a bouncing ball left side. Third baseman Tripper up and over and good for girl. The 5-3 ground out, round number 3. The Bobcats give up 2 runs to Benton Community. A 2-run homer by Angie Gorko. We go to the second 2-0. Benton Community back after this from KMCH Sports.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical wishes all area teams, coaching staffs, and fans continued success.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Come see the guys at New Vienna Ag Automation for your Sukup corn drying fans, heaters, and drying floors, all in stock. Good luck to all area athletes for continued success from the guys at New Vienna Ag Automation, your stocking Sukup sales and service dealer in New Vienna.
John and Bill back with you from Van Horn. Top of inning number 2. Bobcats find themselves down as number 1 team in the state. Benton Community now 1-0 after 1 inning to play. This ball is 2-0 after 1 inning to play. Thank you. As there's a ball hit into the right center field, bounding down as Halsebus, the center fielder, gets to it, but not before a leadoff single off the bat of Reagan Massey, the pitcher, and try to help herself out here as the courtesy runner at first base, number 5, Danny Wolf, the senior.
And that's just exactly what the Bobcats needed here, is giving up 2 runs, falling behind off the bat the next inning. Get that leadoff batter on and try to at least get the 1 back, and just, you don't have to get them all back at once, but just get that momentum back, get the confidence back that we get on base, and we get on base, we can score.
Danny Wolf scored 1 time the other night. She has scored 18 times now on the season, and she is 13. Check that, 12 of 12 in the stolen base department. A ball bunted by Michaela Jones here, standing in with 1 on and nobody out. Fouls it back to the fence for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Michaela Jones. Jones has 2 sacrifices on the season. Looking for 1 here, able to get it down. Left side, third baseman, great bunt, falling down. The third baseman able to throw it. It bounced to the second baseman, Harvey, covering the bag. The 5-4 sacrifice bunt for out number 1. Jones gets her job done, almost able to beat it out as Massey able to get Wolf able to move up to second on the sacrifice bunt. Brings up Kelly Dinlinger now.
And that was a disaster waiting to happen, because as Gorko came in to field it up, she slipped and ended up on her seat, threw the ball to first base, sitting on the ground. That's a disaster for a throw, but she made a good throw down there, a little low in the dirt. But Harvey did a good job of scooping out dirt, saving the air.
We've seen that a couple of times with Benton Community. Good teams find a way, and they've found a way so far with 2 not-so-good throws so far in this ball game, but it's worked out to their advantage.
Yeah, it has. Saved them 2 errors. Martinson on that 4th out back in the first inning on the throw to first. The Stenberg throw was a disaster waiting to happen, but so it saved a couple errors there, but that's what good teams do.
The 0-2 outside and high for a ball. 1-2 to count to Kelly Dinlinger, the left fielder. Here, 17 runs, 27 hits, went 0 for 4 the other night in that win over Decorah. This one off speed pitch, rounds it left side, bobbled by the shortstop. It's going to be the first error by Benton Community there on the error by the shortstop Martinson. And Danny Wolf will get to third. Runners on first and third with 1 down. Brings up Lindsay Wilgenbush now Only one out. Runners on the corners. You've got to take advantage and at least get one here in the second inning.
And I think Wolf's base running had a little bit to do with that error as she was running with it. I thought, geez, if she feels that, she's going to maybe get herself out. But I think it was just enough of a distraction for Martinson, thinking the same thing, that she didn't keep her head down and booted the ball.
Wilgenbush fouls this one back to the fence, right side for strike one. 0-1 the count to Wilgenbush as she had one hit and an RBI the other night. Her runner also gone with a walk and scored as Kiefer was the courtesy runner for her the other night.
Denlinger at first. She was moving. She's moving again this time. It's going down to second.
Throw down to third, but getting back in time is Danny Wolf. As Denlinger goes into second and fielders indifference for runners on second and third. Wilgenbush will stand back in with a 1-1 count.
Here's an opportunity for the Bobcats to get that 0 off that scoreboard out there. Great opportunity. Runners in second, third, just one out. Infield staying back for Benton Community.
There's a strike taken by Wilgenbush, 1-2 the count. 27 hits and 27 runs batted in for Wilgenbush, hitting around 270. Coming in here tonight, the 1-2 pitch from Stenberg. Runners on second and third, one out, on the way. It's hit down the line, just foul. That would have plated two and tied this game up. But a few feet foul on the right field foul line. And Wilgenbush will stand back in. Oh, how big a hit that would have been.
Oh, and she did a tremendous job. That pitch was a little up and a little on the outer portion, just going with it. And hit a nice shot, a nice line drive shot down there, but just foul. We easily would have scored both runs.
1-2 upstairs. Chin high there for ball two. We're even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wilgenbush standing in with 2 runners on, 1 down here in the top of the second inning. 2-2 from Stenberg on the way. And she grounds it hard, right side. Bobble at first baseman. Run's going to score easily. Danny Wolf scores. The first run of the game for Western Dubuque. It's 2-1 Benton Community now. On the ground out by Wilgenbush. The RBI for Lindsay. She gets her 28th of the season. And it brings up Amy Kane now.
Yeah, she did a good job of hitting it hard at first base going away. Couldn't quite come up with it cleanly. Couldn't even attempt to try to come home and cut that run off at home. Just took the easy out, and now 2 outs, runner at third, and Benton's just saying, let's just get the batter and get out of here with just giving up the 1 run.
Amy Kane takes a ball, 1-0 the count. Kane, the number 9 batter, upstairs, helmet high for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Amy Kane. She had 2 hits the other night. Reached on an error, scored twice in that game. 1 victory in the postseason over Decorah. And outside there for ball 3. 3-0 the count now here to Amy Kane. She's a freshman. Coming in, hitting around 340 on the season. 23 hits on the season, 37 runs scored. Takes a strike there, waist high, right down the pipe. 3-1 the count. Here to Amy Kane.
The other night at home against Decorah in the first round, they scored 8 runs, and 7 of them were scored with 2 outs.
Yeah. As swung on a miss upstairs, leather high, chasing it was Kane. Probably would have been ball 4, but it looked tempting to her. She gave it a cut and came up empty for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on third. Top of the second. Benton Community with the 1-run lead, 2-1. This one swung on a miss. Inside half there above the knees. Stenberg gets out of it. But the Bobcats strike back for 1 run and cut the deficit 2-1 as we go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're back here for this from KMCH Sports.
This is Jamie Baskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Pete Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes and coaching staff. For all your small engine purchase, repairs, and rebuilds, call the small engine experts, Pete Small Engine Repair. Good luck. Go teams.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
For all your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feeds dealer, Edgewood Feed Mill. Good luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staffs, and fans from Edgewood Feed Mill, your ag feeds experts in Edgewood.
John Swisher, Bill Logan back with you. 79 to up for Benton Community in the bottom of the second. Benton Community leads this game 2-1. Bobcats of Western Dubuque able to answer back with one run on one hit, one defensive error for Benton Community, and one runner left on base as McKenna Bonowitz, the designated player, takes a ball for ball one. 1-0 the count. Outside swinging and chasing it, coming up empty. There is Bonowitz. We're even now 1-1.
And that was that off-speed pitch. And Benton swung out in front of that every time she's thrown it for a strike. She did a nice job keeping them off balance with that pitch.
Up and out, chasing it for the third strike. The count on the board was incorrect. The first pitch was a strike. Swinging strikeout there for 3 strikeouts already for Reagan Massey. As one down brings up Jesse Havlick now, the right fielder. Massey coming in with 61 strikeouts on the season, 82 2/3. There's a ball hit in the left field. Taking it is Denlinger. Didn't have to move much. Just waiting for it to come down. The long F7 for out number 2 brings up Samantha Robbie now. Robbie, the ninth batter, is the left fielder. Robbie is sophomore, 9 hits, 6 runs scored. She has 6 runs batted in, a 184 hitter.
And right now, she's just trying to get herself on base. You know, I am the 9 hitter, but I can get on base instead of for the top of the order. She's looking to get on any way she can. Ahead in the count now, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes here. To Robbie with 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 2-1 Benton Community with the lead. Here's a line drive into left field, bouncing to Denlinger, and a 2-out single off the bat of Robbie. The second hit of the game for Benton Community brings up the top of the order, and Shelby Hasselbus now.
Yeah, that's one of those things. That number 9 hitter sometimes can become that double leadoff, and Hasselbus was hit by a pitch and scored in front of that home run. But, you know, a lot of things can happen if you stay positive with 2 outs, get that base runner on, and then let things go.
Ball there gets away from the catcher. Gonna go to second is Robbie, and Hasselbus will stand back in. The wild pitch allows Robbie to get to second. Hasselbus with a 1-0 count. There's a strike right down the chute. Waste time for strike 1. We're even 1-1.
Third baseman Korporek is in at third, left-hander slap hitter. Second baseman not in quite as far as sometimes what you'll see defensively.
Upstairs, shed high for ball 2. 2-1 on the count, 2 down. 2-1 Benton Community. We're in the bottom of the second inning in this Class 3A Region 4 final. The winner meets the winner of the Charles City Independence game. Going on tonight in Chuck City. There's a ground ball right side. Gets away from the second baseman, Besler, for the first error of the game by the Bobcats, and allows runners on first and third down with 2 down.
And there again, the slap hitter, you draw that defense in, but then when you swing away and hit it hard, you know, there again, if they were playing regular defense, that would have been a routine 4-3 ground out for out number 3. But you draw that infield in and then swing away and hit it hard, and things happen. Now runners at first and third. Hasselbus will be taken off, I'm sure, on his first pitch. She stole second last time.
As Massey, the off-speed pitch, right in there. The throw by the catcher, cut off by Bessler, the second baseman. As Hasselbus gets into second easily there. And it brings back in Martinson with a 1-0 count.
Martinson third on the team with RBIs with 36 on the year, so a great opportunity for her.
Ball outside in the dirt.
Two-out single here led the runners to second and third with 1 out.
The 1-1 off speed and fooled Martinson there. Could not get a piece of that one, swinging over the top of it for strike 2. She struck out swinging her first time in the first. 1-2 count. This would be huge for the Bobcats to get out of here. Massey tried to do so. A 1-2 on the way. Outside, counter again. Outer half off-speed pitch. And Massey has that off-speed changer working tonight. It's 2-1 Benton Community. To the third inning we go. This is Bobcat postseason softball, KMCH Sports.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staffs, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
We're into the third here in Van Horn. 2-1 in favor of Benton Community. So up here for the Bobcats. Top of the order, Ella Lake. Grounds this one left side. The shortstop Martinson up and over. Gets her girl. All the 6-3 ground out for out number 1. It brings up Hannah Horsfield now, who got a hit to right field and was forced out in that first inning. The Bobcats scoring one run in the second inning on one hit, one Benton error. And there's a little bunt out in front of the circle. Stenberg gets to it. High throw. It'll be a throwing error there over the head of the first baseman, the taller Bonowitz, but well high as that one sailed on Stenberg. It'll be a one-out error, bringing up Peyton Kirkbrooke here.
Yeah, and the angle there, the ball didn't go all the way down right field line where Horsfield could advance anywhere, but she gets herself on base just like they did in the first inning. Runner first and one out, and the number 3 hitter, Kirkwood's coming up.
Peyton Kirkbrooke reached on a fielder's choice, straight into the first. Takes the ball. A strike on the outside corner there around the letters. Got the benefit there, did Stenberg, for the strike. It looked a little high and outside, but that's the umpire's perspective.
It's scoreboard operator.
Yes, 0-1. This one is a little popper left side in foul territory, just left of the third base line. Making the catch is Dorco for the second out, and it brings up Jade Bessler now.
Yeah, great pitch there by Stenberg. Is right about belt high, but right on the hands, and really couldn't get anything extended. You know, it's just a little pop-up down the third baseline in foul territory. So a big pitch, big second out there for the Bobcats.
This one is skied left side, foul territory. Shortstop going out and not able to bring that one in. Great diving effort there by the shortstop Martinson, and it will be a 0-1 count here to Jade Bessler.
Yeah, she ran a long ways for that, just short of the fence, and got her glove on it. I think she got a little close to that fence and started to dive. Just ball squeezed out of the end of her glove.
The 0-1 on the way. Outside on the corner, waist high. First strike 2. 0-2 the count here to Jade Bessler. She struck out swinging here last time in the first. Runner on first, 2 away. The 0-2 on the way. Outside, too far. Runner goes. Sliding in safely is Horsfield. The throw sails into center field as Horsfield's on second now with 2 down.
Yeah, that's her 24th stolen base of the year. She had one the other night as well. She's a team leader in that. I was a little surprised maybe she wasn't going before, because if they throw her out, you're just going to start off next inning with 4, 5, 6, and now you've got a runner in scoring position.
1-2 on the way. Puts it up in the air right side. Second baseman Harvey has it in shallow right field. She'll put it away for out number 3. One left on for the Bobcats here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half. Benton leading 2-1. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
Monticello Sports is your retail sporting goods store in Monticello. They carry shoes, uniforms, and equipment and do screening for all area schools. Monticello Sports is your specialty sporting goods store in Monticello.
High-Tech Communications has everything you need to stay connected. Audio, video, TVs, DVD and Blu-ray players, dish network systems, surround sound systems, phone systems, but the list doesn't stop there. High-Tech Communications has a staff of professionals to help you get connected, from the installation of your entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Wolfco Electric specializes in residential, commercial, agricultural, industrial, and aerial work. They sell and service generic generators and renewable energy systems. For all your electrical sales and service needs, call the experts at Wolfco Electric at 563-922-2395.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare close to home.
Got a Bill back with you for Van Horn. Bottom of the third. Benton leads this game by a score of 2-1. Leading off, Angie Gorko hit that two-run homer first time up in the two-run first inning. It's all the runs Benton Community has had so far in this game. Western Dubuque answered with a run of their own in the second inning. The 1-0 is outside, too far for ball two. 2-0 the count to Gorko. Benton Community leads this all-time series since 2007 in 17 meetings, 13-4. And they've won the last 13 in a row, 07 and 08. Western Dubuque won those doubleheaders in those 2 years. They did not play in 2011 and 2015 seasons. Talked about 3 wins earlier this year for Benton and over Western Dubuque in the last week of May. Now there's another ball for ball 3 and a strike for strike 1. Now a ball outside for ball 4. Gorko will make her way down at first on the leadoff base on balls. The second walk. Third free pass given up by Massey in this game brings up J.C. Lyons now.
Just noticed on that last pitch defensively what Western Dubuque was doing at that time. Everything was outside. Left fielder was playing clear over right in front of that Keystone Insurance in left center where she hit the home run. Right field was over in front of the Roush Financial thing, so they were going to make sure that she hit it. It was going to be that way, and everything was outside.
There's a ball up and out for ball 1. 1-0 to count the Lions. She walked and was stranded back in the two-run first inning. Runner on first, nobody down here in the bottom of the third. Ball bounces to the backstop here. The bounce down in front of the plate, got by the catcher all the way to the backstop of the wild pitch. Gorko will coast into second, and it brings back in Lions here with a 2-0 count.
Well, the Bobcats, they like that because now they got their runner at second base without having to give up the sacrifice. Now, if you want to do the sacrifice, get that runner clear over to third. That's huge.
2-0. Bonnet back to the pitcher, Massey. Only play is first. Second baseman Besler covering the 1-4. Force out on the sacrifice bunt out by J.C. Lyons, who one down as Gorko gets to third. Her on third, 1 out. Anna Stenberg stands in. She struck out swinging her last time.
Yeah, that's the number 4 hitter in the lineup. 467 on the year. Only had 4 sacrifices, but you do what you got to do to get that runner over at third with 1 out.
Ball misses, blown outside for ball 1. 1-0 count here to Stenberg. High Hill and Brad Keel, the umpires here tonight, assigned by the Iowa Girls Union, both from Cedar Rapids. There's a strike. The outside corner, high for strike 1. Reba now 1-1.
And Eckler rolls back there. That was a good pitcher's pitch right there.
Here at the corner. 1-1. This one stayed up a tad. 4-2. 2-1 the count here to Stenberg as the catcher Jones asking, as directed from the dugout, where was that pitch up? Just a tad upstairs. And there's chin-high pitch for ball 3. We're sitting with a 3-1 count now with 1 out. Runner on third, bottom of the third. Benton leading this game 2-1. 3-1 on the way. Off speed, hit into center field. That'll get down, and it'll be a 1-out RBI single off the bat. Now the throw in, an error by the center fielder. It gets past the pitcher all the way to the fence in front of the third base dugout, as getting to second on the throwing error is Stenberg after the RBI base hit And it brings up Elise Harvey now.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where that throw is. She threw it over second base. The second baseman and shortstop were standing there. But it didn't get to the pitcher, and it went over in front of the third base dugout. So I don't know if it's frustration, and she just kind of tossed it in, but gave a free base. In a game like this, you can't give bases away.
So Gorka scored easily on the RBI single by Stenberg, her 30th.
17 courtesy runner this time.
30th RBI on the year. 42nd hit for Stenberg as Harvey will chop this one right side. Second baseman Bessler gets to it. The 4-3 ground out for out number 2. And it brings up McKenna Bonowitz now.
Yeah, and the 8th grade courtesy runner there probably should have got over to third, but she hesitated. And then once she hesitated, she did a good job of staying there and not getting herself thrown out. So still a runner at second, not too well.
Jaden Tice is the courtesy runner on second base. Coach Stenberg and company, a ball in the dirt. Bounds out in front of the batter, left side by the catcher Jones. She was chasing that one down, trying to get past the batter Bolowitz. Runner on second. 2 out, 1 in. Bend Community leads this game 3-1 down the last of the third inning. This one is grounded left side, back behind Coach Stenberg. He chased it down, tried to kick that one with his foot as third baseman Kirkbrick was given a hustle. Eric Stenberg, a standout baseball player in his own right. Played college baseball at Mount Mercy back in the late 80s. The 1-1 downstairs, bounces off the plate, gets by the catcher right down in front of us, inside the fence. Jones hustles it down and gets it back in, but not before. A wild pitch allows Tice to get the third. A runner on third and 2 down here with a 2-1 count to the batter, McKenna Bonowitz.
Third wild pitch by Massey here so far in this contest.
This one is a strike on the outside corner above the knees for strike 2. Evens it up at 2. And 2 here to Bonowitz, who struck out swinging her last time in the second. Massey has 4 swinging strikeouts against the Benton offense so far this game. 2-2 on the way. It's grounded left side. And the count stays at 2-2.
And she's done a really nice job with that off-speed pitch, getting them to swing out in front of it. Right here would be a prime place to throw that little off-speed pitch, get her swing out in front of her for that third out.
2-2. Massey on the way. She rips this one left side. Foul. And the count will stay at 2-2. 2 away here in this last of the third inning. Havlick awaits on deck. The 2-2 on the way. Off speed, got her swinging. Bonowitz goes down. The 5th swinging strikeout. And Western Dubuque gets out of it, only allowing 1 run. 3-1. We go to the 4th. Benton leading this game. We're back after this from KMC Sports.
The staff at Bonecamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff. Go teams!
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentives at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Crop Production Services in Winthrop, proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. For all of your custom applications of fungicide and insecticide needs, from aerial to wide drops, they've got you covered. Call Crop Production Services in Winthrop, 319-935-3481.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
John Bill back with you in the 4th inning now. 3-1 Benton, number 1 team in Class 4A, leads the unranked Bobcats of Western Dubuque. 5-6-7. Reagan Massey, Michaela Jones, and Kelly Denlinger stand in to face the pitcher Anna Stenberg here. Bobcats trailing by 2. Massey a hit and scored her last time. Ground ball right side here. Harvey up and over for the 4-3 ground out, put out for out. Number 1 brings up Michaela Jones.
And Massey, right-handed pitcher, right-handed thrower. Stands in her bats left-handed. You don't see that too often in high school softball where you bat and throw different than what you do, but unable to get herself on last time. She led off the second inning with a single, came around, her courtesy runner came around and scored. So Denver did a nice job, 3rd out of 4 innings, and she's retired that leadoff batter.
And the ball up and out. Ball 1, 1-0 the count here. McKenna Jones. Tired on a sacrifice the last time. There is a one-hopper right back to Stenberg. Nice play by the pitcher, able to field that one and fire to first for the 1-3. Put out for out number 2. Brings up Kelly Denlinger now.
Yeah, she did a nice job just to backhand the stab, because if that gets by her, Grace Martinson was moving to her left, and if she gets it, that's going to take a strong, accurate throw on a ground ball hit up the middle like that. So Stenberg helped herself out with that defense.
They ball there, 1-0 the count here to Denlinger. As the 1-0 on the way, fouled right back to the backstop here. As the 1-1 count with 2 down here in this 4th inning. One shook her table a little bit.
You okay there, partner?
Hard shot right back at us. 1-1 the count here to Denlinger. There's a ground ball outside. Third baseman up over high. Throw, but coming back down. Bonowitz on the bag. Little 5-3 ground out for out number 3. Sends us to the bottom of the 4th. Still 3-1 Benton. Back after this from KMC Sports.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At WDbq Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from WDbq ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to WDbq. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit WDbq.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Bottom of inning number 4, 3-1 Benton the lead. As Jesse Havley stands in and takes the ball upstairs, 1-0 the count. New pitcher Lindsey Wilgenbush is on here to begin the 4th, taking over for Reagan Massey. The junior takes over for the junior. Wilgenbush, the 12th win the other night, the 8-4 win over Decorah. This is her 23rd appearance on the season. 107 innings pitched, giving up 113 hits, 68 runs on the season, 2.20 ERA, as 2-1 the count here to Havlick, who flew out to left fielder Denlinger her first time in the second. Ball on outside there for ball 3, 3-1 the count here to Havlick.
Yeah, Wilgenbush pitched 4 innings, that gave up the 4 runs.
There's a liner in the left field, bounced out right before Denlinger. She was on the run, but cannot get there in time. As the hit to left field off the bat of Havlick brings up Samantha Robbie now.
Yeah, and Coach Denver's really got to like that. Your number 8 hitter comes up, gets a single, and the number 9 hitter's coming up.
Who got a single?
Yeah.
Who got a single her last time up? Yeah, she'll probably
try to get him up.
Sacrificing here. She's showing bunt already with nobody out. The runner on first. She punts through this one for a strike. 0-1 the count.
got 5 sacrifice bunts on the year, so she has been called to do it before, and that's her one job right now is to get Havlick over to second base.
Rodenbush, the pitcher, Massey moved over to first. Flip-flop positions there. There's a ball punted off the right leg of the catcher, Jones, for strike 2. 0-2 to count here.
Yeah, unable to do it now, and we wonder, well, was she trying to do it on a third strike, or will she let her hit away?
Balls and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Benton, the number 1 team in Class 4A. Upstairs, got her swinging and missing there. Robbie goes down on a swinging K. Off the right arm of Wilgenbush.
That was a big strikeout right there. Did not let that base runner advance to second base with an out. Now you got that top of the order up.
Upstairs there, shoulder high for a ball. 1-0 to count. 1 on, 1 out. Here in the last of the 4th. 3-1 lead for Benton. Alsabus reached on an error last time, hit by a pitch and scored the first run of the game back in the 2-run first inning. As a ball missing there for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Here to Shelby Alsabus. Alsabus on the 3 juniors on the team as a liner left side, just to the left of the glove of Kerperick in foul territory. The third baseman just could not get there for strike 1 on the foul ball. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, she got it right off the end of the bat, just past Kerperick there at third base, and it was going kind of towards that left field line a little bit. That runner might have been all the way go.
There's a strike. Anthony's on the outside corner. Runner sliding in safely on the stolen base by Havlick. 2 strikes now. 1 strike, I should say now. Yeah, there's 2. That is the wrong count. I thought it was 2-2, and it is. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Alsabus.
Havlick, that's just her 6th stolen base of the year in 7 attempts, so it isn't something she does a lot. And there's swing and a miss.
A strikeout, the second for Wilgenbush. And it gives us 2 down, brings up Grace Martinson down.
Yeah, Wilgenbush has done a really good job here, giving up that leadoff single. Then all of a sudden, back-to-back strikeouts to help her own cause here. So see if she can get out of this inning, giving up that leadoff base hit.
7th swinging strikeout for the Benton offense so far in this game. 0-1 the count, 2 down. Benton Community, a team coming in 381 average, struck out 114 on the season. Ball strap foul left side. Counts 0-1 here. $181 in the strikeout department for Western Dubuque's offense coming into tonight. There's a ball upstairs. High for ball 1. 1-2 to count here to Grace Martinson. Martinson, the sophomore, struck out twice, swinging so far in this game. Fouls this one right near the plate. And the count will stay at 1-2.
Yeah, the Western Dubuque pitchers get a strikeout about every other inning, so it isn't like they do a lot, but they've done a nice job with strikeouts here tonight.
1-2 downstairs, gets away for the catcher, goes all the way out. Right side, halfway down the line, in foul territory. Jones, the catcher, hustles it down and gets it back to her pitcher, Wilgenbush, on the wild pitch there that allows Havlick to get the third. Bobcats trying to get out of it right here. 2-2, 2 down. There's a ball hit in the right field, and on the run, a nice catch by Jade Bessler going left to right. Just shy of the foul line, able to haul it in on a nice running grab by Jade Bessler, the F9, for out number 3. And the Bobcats denied Benton of a run there. We go to the 5th. 3-1, Benton Community. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
This game is shy of an hour old here tonight for Van Horne. 3-1 Benton with the lead. We start the fifth inning. 8-9-1, Wilgenbush, Kane, and Link slated for the Bobcats of Western Dubuque. Taking a ball there is Lindsay Wilgenbush, who's 0 for 1. She didn't have an RBI. Grounded out to the first baseman back in the second inning. Stands in here with a 1-0 count from Anna Stenberg, and she hits this one hard into right field. A ground ball into right field. It was fouled by the right fielder. The first baseman, Bonowitz, was calling for a quick grab and a gun into first to see if she'd get her. But Wilgenbush racing to first, and we'll have a pinch runner, a courtesy runner, I should say, for the pitcher, Wilgenbush. As number 5, Danny Wolf, gets the honors again here.
Third hit of the game for the Bobcats, but the second time that they've let an inning off with a base hit. Last time they did it, they scored back in the second inning. So got to take advantage of this opportunity here, trailing by 2 here in the top of the fifth inning.
Only time they scored when Massey led off in that fifth inning, and that second inning. Here's a bunt left side. Third baseman going to go to second. Safe is the call. Runners on first and second. As looking was the third baseman, Gorko, at first, and then she turned all of a sudden. Not sure if she didn't think the Wolf was running hard, going first to second, trying to get the lead runner. She threw it, and not in time. Runners are on first and second after the fielder's choice. Bobcats trail 3-1 here.
And the second baseman maybe was a step or two slow getting over to first. So, as soon as you hesitate, I think that's why she took a look at second base to see if she had an opportunity there.
This ball is grounded right back to the pitcher. It throw to first on the 1-3 put out for out number 1. Link struggled tonight, 0 for 3, but she does get the runners over. So Wolf to third, Kane to second, brings up Hannah Horsfield now. And she reached on the air and was stranded her last time to the third. Got a hit to right her first time in inning number 1. Stands in here with runners on second and third. 1 down, 3-1 Benton, top of the fifth. There's a strike taken, waist high, outside corner for strike 1, on 1 to count.
Benton infield all in, but you've got a slap hitter up there too, so it kind of forces a little bit of that. Second baseman playing back a little deeper. If they hit it to her, that run from third could probably score as deep as she's playing.
0-1, this is outside, too far for a ball. 1-1 to count with 1 down.
Outfielders all playing very, very shallow as well.
Back in and ready. Horsfield ready. The 1-1 from Stenberg on the way. Upstairs takes it for a ball. Shoulder high that time for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Others on second and third. The tying run out at second base. The Bobcats here in the top of the fifth in the form of Amy Kane. The 2-1 on the way. This is popped up left side. On the infield, the shortstop has it. We'll put it away. Pop out to the shortstop Martinson for out number 2, and it's up to Peyton Kirprick now. Who popped out to the third baseman her last time to the third. She reached on a fielder's choice back in the first.
And the last couple of batters, Anna Stenberg has done a quality job of throwing some good pitches to get herself out of some trouble here. Weston Dubuque unable to sit there and get that batter, sit there and advance those runners.
There's a pitch on the outer half there. Around the leather says home plate umpire for a strike. On 1 to count to Kirprick. Up and out for a ball. We're even now. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kirprick here. Jade Bessler waiting on deck. 2 down, runners on second and third. Top of the fifth inning, 3-1. Benton leads the game. The 1-1 on the way. Driven in the right field, with the right fielder getting over there and putting it away, the F9 for out. number 3. To the bottom of 5th we go. Still 3-1 Benton. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
Why make 10 calls when you can make one call to Mormon Insurance, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, and get the best quote from 10 different companies on your auto, home, and farm insurance. You can depend on Mormon Insurance for fast, friendly service and quality coverage. Call Kathy or Rachel today at 927-2263. Mormon Insurance, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence has over 100 years of experience. Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving Eastern Iowa farmers. Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence, partners in excellence.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
City of Manchester would like to wish all the area athletes, teams, and coaching staff the best of luck. The City of Manchester appreciates all the hard work and dedication put forth on the field and in the classroom. Go teams!
Along with in-studio producer Ashley Bramey, John Swisher, Bill Logan, back with you. Bottom of inning number 5 here in this Class 3, 4A, Region 4 semifinal. A strike on the outside corner. Waist high to Angie Gorko. As 0-1 the count here. You can't say he's not consistent there. He calls that outside corner, giving a little bit the both pitchers, and there is a hit batter right on the elbow. Again, that elbow pad just above the elbow as Gorko takes the hit by pitch, the second one of those we've seen in this game, as it brings up J.C. Lyons now.
Yeah, she didn't even make an attempt to get out. She knew it was inside, just kind of stood there and took it because she's got that elbow pad on. At this point, you do anything and everything you can to get on base.
One hopper right back to Wilgenbush. She runs halfway, and a toss to Massey at first for the 1-3. Put out for out number 1. Gorko makes her way to second, brings up Anna Stenberg now.
Accomplishes the same thing, a sacrifice bunt with whatever it takes to get that runner over to second. She did her job.
Now Stenberg, the 5th batter, showing bunt. So Wilgenbush ready, pulling back now, swinging away. A little popper in the right field. That'll get down in front of the right fielder. She had to hold. Now the throw into third. It gets by the third baseman. Running in is the Benton community runner, Gorko, and she'll score the 4th run in the ball game. And they lead 4-1 now. Does Benton with a runner on second here in this 5th inning.
Yeah, that was just aggressive base running there by Gorko. She had to hold up to make sure that Jade Besler didn't catch it on the right field. But when she didn't, she took off for third, but Besler fielded it cleanly, made a strong throw there, but I don't know if it got kind of tangled up with the runner close enough that got by Kerprick at third base. And she didn't hesitate. She came home and scored without drawing a throw. And then Stenberg went to second on that overthrow at third, so a hit and an error scored the 4th run of the game. That one's an unearned, as the first 3 were all earned runs. But it doesn't make any difference. There's a score on the scoreboard, and that's all Benton Community cares.
As the 3rd error by Western Dubuque here in this game gives Benton that aforementioned 4th run in this game. They've scored 2 in the first, 1 in the 3rd, and 1 now here in the 5th. 1 out, runner on second base. Courtesy runner, Tice out at second base. Jaden Tice and Elise Harvey now standing in. She's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to Kerprick at third, her first time in the first inning, and to Bessler, the second baseman, there last time in third, and she makes a strike call there on the count. Wilgenbush ready, and just a tad too high there for a ball, and we're even 1-1.
Harvey 0 for 2 is grounded out both times here.
1-1 from Wilgenbush on the way. This one's fouled right side on a play for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Elise Harvey. The 8th grader, one of 4 8th graders on the roster here for Benton Community. 43-2, 3A state champs a year ago. They're runner-ups in 3A in 2015. There's a ground ball to right field. Getting to it, Bessler. She's going to throw it in. A wide turn from the runner, Tice. And now the catcher throws down to second. Trying to get the run, but they're going to let her run. Score, maybe. No, to throw in. Safe is the call. Sliding in safely is Tice. And the Bobcats trying to get that out, and then at the last second threw it home and not in time. And Benton Community, aggressive base running, taking advantage of it. And they lead this game 5-1 now.
Yeah, and you can do those kinds of things when you're in leads. You know, be a little more aggressive, be a little more daring, and it's just one of those things. Harvey got out there, and it kind of got out no man's land, and the catcher, Jones, kind of had her picked off. And the shortstop, Kane, came over and was running her back to first, and then alert base running there by the courtesy runner, and she decided to come home, make the break for it, and slides underneath the tag for the second run this inning. Now a 5-1 lead.
At the plate for Benton Community is Harvey able to get into second after the rundown was diverted and the throw went into home. McKenna Bonowitz will stand in now. She struck out twice in this game.
Pinch hitter, the flex player, number 13, is batting.
Caitlin Busher will stand in to pinch hit here for Benton Community, hitting in the 7th spot for Bonowitz. As Busher standing in here, another of the 8th graders on the team, 11 runs scored, 14 hits. She's a .264 batter. She hits here, takes a strike, going to 1 the count.
And Busher's the flex player in the game, and her and Bonowitz kind of switch off. So a smart idea here by Coach Stenberg to get some experience in here by a gal that switched positions depending upon who's pitching.
First baseman, Busher fouls this one off to the right side for strike 2. 0-2 the count here to Busher. The 5th batter in this inning. Hit batter, a ground out, and 2 hits to right field. 2 runs have scored. 5-1 Benton leads here at the bottom of the 5th inning. There is a ball that hits the left foot of Busher for the 3rd hit batter of the game. Runners are on first and second now with 1 down.
Yeah, it's just, kind of frustration kind of falling in here now for the Bobcats. They 2 hit batters, 2 singles, but then that one play where they just aggressive base running and got another run here. So Bobcats have got to cut them off right here. So they've got runners at first and second. Still just the 1 out here.
This one is Sky. Deep center field, going back. And getting to it is Horsfield. She'll throw it in. And now the runner, not sure what she was doing. The runner did not tag up. She was almost a second. She was in between. She lost track of what was going on there. She's able to get back to first as Wilgenbush didn't recognize her right away. And that was a strange play after the F8 off to the bat of Havlik for 2 down.
I'm not sure how many other people caught that either.
As Harvey on third. Busher was almost a second, but had to return. She didn't think she tagged up and got back to first before the Bobcats realized it or could make a play. There's a ball up and out for ball 1. 1-0 the count.
That would have been a hard call to do that. The base umpires out behind the shortstop would have been watching for the fly.
Swing and a miss there for strike 2. 1-2 the count here to Robbie.
Busher advances to second on the swing and the miss.
Ball is grounded in the hole, into left field. 1 run will score. Runners on second and third. It's a throw and cut off by Wilgenbush. And the 3rd run of the game scores here in this 5th inning. 6-1 now, Benton Community.
Yeah, this is kind of what you see a number 1 team do. All of a sudden, they've just got everything going their way. They're all the breaks, but good teams do that. You put the ball in play and stuff like that can happen. As Coach Neal's coming out and looking at the scorecard and going to make another change.
So 3 runs have scored on 3 hits this inning. 6-1 is the score here in favor of Benton, and a switch coming here, it appears. And we will take a break and tell you about the new pitcher when we come back after this from KMCH Sports.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Call Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical wishes all area teams, coaching staffs, and fans continued success.
Back in, we're the bottom of the fifth inning. 3 runs have scored for Benton. They lead now 6-1. They're trying to get back to their 4th regional final appearance in a row. And back to the state for the 3rd year in a row. Runner-up in Class 3A. A 42-4 record in 2015. They're 3A state champs last year with a 42-3-2 record. They're 31-6 this year. Number 1 team in 4A. They lead this game 6-1. Bottom of the 5th. There are still 2 runners on base. Sydney Kennedy is the 3rd pitcher of the game here for Western Dubuque. She comes in. The situation with runners on 2nd and 3rd. And 2 outs here in this inning. It's going to be a foul ball for strike 1, 1-1 the count. Sydney Kennedy came in her 19th appearance the other night and picked up her 5th save, her 20th appearance here tonight. Ball is skied in left field. Left fielder getting out there and making it Massey, who just went out there from first base. Wilgenbush now the first baseman, puts it away. They have 7 for out. Number 3. 3 runs for Benton. They lead 6-1. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come see the guys at New Vienna Ag Automation for your Sukup corn drying fans, heaters, and drying floors, all in stock. Good luck to all area athletes for continued success from the guys at New Vienna Ag Automation, your stocking Sukup sales and service dealer in New Vienna.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Benton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Pete Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes and coaching staff. For all your small engine purchase, repairs, and rebuilds, call the small engine experts, Pete Small Engine Repair. Good luck. Go teams.
John Swisher, Bill Logan, back with you in the top of the 6th inning. Jay Bessler will lead things off. She's 0 for 2 with the strikeout swinging and a pop-out for the last time in the 3rd. Taking a ball downstairs there for ball 1. 1-0 the count here to Bessler. 4-5-6. Jade Bessler, Reagan Massey, and Michaela Jones. Here to face Anna Stenberg in his top of the 6th. Benton leads this game 6-1. Here's a hard hit over the head of the jumping shortstop Martinson into left field for the hit. 4th of the game for Western Dubuque. It brings up Reagan Massey now.
Well, when you're trailing and you're down to your final 6 outs, a good start here by the Bobcats is you got to have base runners. You know, you don't have a 5-1 home run or anything, so you've got to get some consistent base runners on here. So good start here in the top of the 6th by Bessler.
And the pinch runner now appears to be Danny Wolf at first for Bessler. As it brings up Massey here. Reagan Massey will stand in here with a runner on, nobody down here this top of the sixth inning, 6-1. Benton leads this game. Only one run in the second inning for Western Dubuque. There's a chopper left side. They get the force out. No good on the double play. As beating it out first is Reagan Massey, the fielder's choice by the shortstop. As Wolf is forced out on the 6-4. Put out at second base. Round number one brings up Michaela Jones, who's grounded out her last time up, bunted out in a sacrifice roll in the second. Takes the ball there for ball one, 1-0 the count.
Bobcats did a nice job there, taking that couple bounces from the shortstop, and a nice underhand toss to Harvey at second base to get that lead runner.
And it's 1-0 as a ball misses outside for ball two. 2-0 the count. Crowd on hand on the red behind us and around us out in the outfield. The right field corner. A lot of Western Dubuque support here from back home. And there's a ground ball left side. Third baseman up and over. Gets her girl. Gorko to Bonowitz on the 5-3 ground out for out number 2. As Massey gets to second on the ground out. Brings up Kelly Denlinger now.
Yeah, they're down to 2 outs this inning, and they need a little magic like they had Thursday night back in Farley there, where they scored 7 runs with 2 outs. They could sure use a couple 2-out base hits here just to keep things going here.
There's substitution here, and looks like,
well, they got number 11. They got
Massey's out there. Number 4 is batting. Not sure what. The umpire was writing on his card, taking time. Nothing appeared to be happening. 2 down here. There's a ball downstairs for ball one, 1-0 the count. Denlinger grounded out to third her last time of the fourth. Reached on an error, was stranded back in the second. There's ball 2. It takes that one upstairs. 2-0 the count here to Kelly Denlinger. And the 2-0 is upstairs, fouled up and out of play off the bat of Denlinger for strike one. 2-1 the count.
Denlinger, one of 2 starters in this lineup that are seniors. She would like nothing more than to have a base hit here.
There's a strike taken on the inner half for strike 2. We're even out to 2.
Great pitch, good location there by Denver. Being able to move that, really keeping the Bobcat hitters off balance here tonight.
And there's a ground ball right side past the first baseman into right field. The throw in is chased up the line by the catcher, and Denlinger will get to second after that throw in, after the hit to right field. Massey had to hold at third, so runners on second, third now with 2 down, brings up Lindsay Loganbush now.
Yeah, a little surprised they held the runner at second, but yeah, you don't want to get the final out thrown out at home, but I'm trailing by 5. Coach Neal's got to make sure that I'm very confident that we're going to score, otherwise I'm better off, having my next batter come up. So it was a decision she made. Good alert base running by Denlinger to get the second on that throw home.
Loganbush got a hitter last time to right field, an RBI ground out. Back in the second, scoring the lone run of the game for Western Dubuque so far. There's a ball there, 1-0 the count here to Loganbush. 2 out, 2 runners on, second and third. We're in the top of the 6th inning, 6-1. Benton leads. This one's a little popper right side. Coming on, the pitcher makes the catch halfway at the halfway point of the first base line for the pop out. The pitcher for out number 3. Bobcats strand 2 more runners, and we go to the bottom of the 6th, still 6-1. Benton back after this from KMCH Sports.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
For all your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feeds dealer, Edgewood Feed Mill. Good luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staffs, and fans from Edgewood Feed Mill, your ag feeds experts in Edgewood.
Jay's Auto Supercenter has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staffs, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
This is Jamie Vaskey at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Bottom of the sixth inning is here. 6-1. Benton still leads this game. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 3 in the fifth inning. Standing in is Grace Martinson. She swings through strike 1. 0-1 the count. Sydney Kennedy, the third pitcher, in here for Western Dubuque. Strike 2 there. 0-2 the count. 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 Western Dubuque and 2 runners left on. That's the line for Benton in the fifth. Takes the ball up and out there for ball 1. 1-2 the count to Grace Martinson, the sophomore shortstop here for Coach Eric Stenberg and Benton Community. As there is a strike. Anthony's on the other half for strike 3. The first looking variety strikeout for the Benton offense so far in this game.
Nice job pitching there by Sydney Kennedy to get that first strikeout. She's faced 2 batters and retired both of them so far. Bright future for her. She's just an 8th grader, so she did a nice job. The spot coming in several times this year. Had 5 spot starts, but this is her 20th appearance on the year, so she's done a nice job filling in.
There's a strike as Kennedy gets ahead. 0-1 the count to Angie Gorko. It's been on base and scored every time so far in this game. Hit and walked her last 2 times up. She got a hit, a home run, center field, 2 RBIs, and scored, of course, on that 2-run shot back in the first inning. 1-1 the count here to Gorko. There's a strike. Anthony's in the inner half for strike 2. 1-2 the count here to Gorko. Benton Community trying to get back to the state tournament for the 9th time in summer play, 16th in school history with 7 fall appearances. Their first was back in 1964 in summer ball. They won first place back in 1966 and 1998 in Class 2A, and then won it again in 2015, first in 3A, 2016, 3A last year. So 3 state titles in the history. A little popper left side. The Bobcats able to get to it. 2-2 the count here to Gorko.
And she's just a sophomore. She got 67 hits on the year coming in. 42 of those, 43 of them are extra bases. That's 2 out of every 3 hits she gets are extra bases. Not just extra base hits. 28 doubles, a triple, 14 home runs. Got her 15th home run tonight. That's a powerful bat, and she's only a sophomore.
Ball outside there. Ball 3, 3-2 the count. 1 down. She tried to check her swing there, and she did, but the ball got a piece of the handle and popped up the fence behind the plate, and the count is 3-2 here. 1 down in the last of the 6, 6-1. Score in favor of Benton. This one's a popper to the pitcher. Kennedy gets out of the circle and gets halfway between the plate and the pitcher's plate and makes the catch. The pump out for out number 2 brings up J.C. Lyons now.
Yeah, Kennedy again. 3 batters, retired all 3 of them. The 1-2-3 hitters. So she's really come in and done a nice job of calming this team down.
So one's fouled back to the fence for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Here to J.C. Lyons. Grounded out her last time in the 5th. Sacrifice spun out in the 3rd. Walked and stranded back in the 1st. 0-1 the count. 2 down. Bottom of the 6. 6-1 Benton. There's a ball. Misses somewhere there for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Here to J.C. Lyons. Bobcats will have 9-1-2. Kane, Lincoln, Horsfield due up in the top of the 7th. There's a ground ball up the middle into center field for the 2-out single. The 8th hit of the game for Benton Community.
Yeah, 2-out single, and Lions will go to the dugout and have a courtesy runner for her. That'll be number 12.
Mallory Tice again, the courtesy runner on for Lions, as we saw her earlier in the game in the first inning, as Anna Stenberg will stand back in, the pitcher of record, part of winning pitcher in this game. Now they hit both of her last 2 times, scored her last time up an RBI back in the 3rd. And as she takes this one as a hit batter there, the 4th hit batter in the game, I believe. Yes. And Stenberg takes it there. Runners on first and second.
Courtesy runner for Stenberg.
That'll be 18 for 18 this time. Emily Finn, the sophomore, on the run.
And that was the 2 seniors. Didn't want to be playing their last game here in the Bobcat field tonight, so they get by this thing. They'll be right back here again in the regional final.
Hosting either Charles City or Independence. Number 14, Charles City. Number 15, Independence. No update on that game yet tonight. That's going on in Charles City. 0-1 the count. This one swung on and this for a strike. 0-2 now here to Elise Harvey. Runners on first and second with the last of the 6th inning. There's a strike. Strike 3. Looking variety there. We're going to go with for out number 3. To the 7th we go. Still 6-1 Benton. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
Monticello Sports is your retail sporting goods store in Monticello. They carry shoes, uniforms, and equipment and do screening for all area schools. Monticello Sports is your specialty sporting goods store in Monticello.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Wolfco Electric specializes in residential, commercial, agricultural, industrial, and aerial work. They sell and service generic generators and renewable energy systems. For all your electrical sales and service needs, call the experts at Wolfco Electric at 563-922-2395.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The staff at Bonecamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff. Go teams!
Welcome back in with the 7th inning now, as 9-1-2 Kane, Lincoln, Horsfield do up here for Western Dubuque. Trying to avoid a regional semifinal loss here. Benton trying to get to their 4th regional final in a row. They'll take on Charles City. Charles City beat Independence tonight, 3-1 in Charles City. As this one is sky deep left field. Robbie going back, twisting and turning. It's over the outfield fence and caught by a Benton fan out there in left field. As the home run off the bat of the freshman, Amy Kane, put a charge on that ball, gives the Bobcats their 2nd run of the night. Too bad there weren't a couple runners on there. The 3rd home run of the season, team number 32 now, the home run record-setting team. 32 home runs in one season, as Kane, her 3rd homer only as a freshman.
Yeah, she got it up in the air, and there's basically no wind right now. And left field to Robbie, she looked like she had it all the way and got to the fence. All of a sudden, she's like, whoops, I ran out of real estate. There for a minute, I think part of the crowd thought, dang, she caught that. But it was a fan on the other side of the fence that did.
As Ella Link now trying to follow suit. She struggled here tonight, 0 for 3. As the freshman up and out there for a ball, 1-0 the count. Link grounded out of the last 2 times up, struck out back in the 1st.
Their last 2 groundouts were both on the first pitch, so maybe not as patient as she a lot of times is.
And there's ball 2. 2-0 the count. Here to Lake. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Here in the 7th. Bobcats down by 4 now, 6-2. This ball is sent into center field. Not high or deep enough. Center fielder comes on. Houselbus puts it away. The F8 for out number 1. And it brings up Hannah Horsfield out. As Bobcats looking for their first regional final. Going to have to come back to do it here with 1 out already. It'll be your first since 2008. Last team to make the state tournament. A 34-10 win team back in 08. This one is upstairs, shoulder high for ball 1 to Hannah Horsfield. Horsfield back in and ready. She's popped out. Reached on an error and got a hit her first time up. Takes a strike there for strike 1. 1-1 to count. Charles City winning tonight. They'll be the opponent or the winner of this game on Tuesday night. Benton Community hangs on. It'll be right here in Van Horn. 1-2 to count. 1 down.
And those teams are both powerful offensive teams. Charles City, number 3 in the state, batting average team of 390. And they are number 2 in home runs, just a couple home runs behind Benton. So should be a very entertaining and close contest in that regional final.
2-2 the count here to Horsfield. Upstairs there's a grounder, right side. Second baseman Harvey up and over, 4-3 ground out for out number 2. And the Bobcats are down their final out of this season. Peyton Kirkford will stand in. She slide out, pops out, reached on the fielder's choice back in the first.
Yeah, and right now, Bobcats, they're just looking for any way. Hit batter, error, walk, base hit, whatever it takes. They got to get runners on base. But you can't fall for what Anna Stenberg's done here tonight. She's just pitched an outstanding game here tonight, kept the Bobcats off balance all night long.
There's a strike after the ball. 1-1 to count here to Peyton Kirkford. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 7th inning. This one's a grounder left side, foul ball for strike 2. 1-2 to count now here to Kirkford. Just 1 run in the 2nd, and then no runs until the home run. Amy Kane led this top of the 7th inning off with just 2 runs on the 9th for Western Dubuque. They trail 6-2. 1-2 bounce over the plate. For ball 2. We're even out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the 7th inning. 2-2 outside and driven that way. Up and out of play for a foul ball. 2-2.
And right fielder Havlick, she's guarding that line pretty good. She saved him 1 base hit earlier by playing there. And got to the line there and saved a possible extra base hit.
2-2 all the way. Left it up high for ball 3. We're full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Kirkford trying to keep the game going for the Bobcats. They trailed by 4 runs here in the top of the 7th with 2 down. But 3-2 from Stenberg. Driven into the fence behind home plate. And the count remains full at 3-2.
Yeah, Stenberg's out there. You can just see by the look in her eyes. She just wants to get this batter out. Got a little more fire in that eye than I guess I saw maybe back in the 2nd or 3rd inning even. She just wants to get this thing, this victory secured for her team.
As the 3-2 on the way. There's a hard ball hit on the ground into center field. Kirkford will get on with a 2-out single.
Peyton says, I'm not going to make the last out of the year. I'm going to keep this thing going. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Saw Thursday night over in Farley that they could score a lot of 2-out runs. They scored 7 runs with 2 outs in that night. So anything's possible.
Time is called here. Coach Stenberg goes down, has a word with his entire infield now. With 2 down, a runner on first base. 6-2. The advantage here for Benton Community. As the pitcher Stenberg not going to go anywhere here with 2 outs and a runner on first with a 4-run lead. Just talking and telling his troops down and get the final out here. Jade Bessler will stand in. She got a hit to left her last time of the sixth. Stands in here with 2 outs and runner on first in the top of inning number 7. Bobcats trailing Benton 6-2. This is up and out for a ball, 1-0. One and the count here. The Bessler upstairs swinging. Shoulder high pitch. Chased it for strike one. We're even 1-1.
Yeah, that was a good pitcher's pitch up around the letters. Bessler's not going to catch up to that pitch. She knew it after she swung at it, but sometimes that's just wanted to be too aggressive in there.
One pops up and on the play behind us for strike two. 1-2 the count. Bobcats down to their final strike again here. Runner on first. 2 down. Top of the 7th inning. And Stenberg ready. The 1-2 on the way. Up and out for a ball. We're even 2-2 now. The count here to Jay Bessler. Well, the seniors on this team, 5 on the roster for Coach Neal. Trying to prolong this as long as they can. That one goes right back to the fence. In the air from Stenberg for ball 3. We're full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that one, she's just trying to get that batter zone. A little bit too much on that. Pulled it well outside for a wild pitch.
The 3-2
finish this.
On the way, fouled back to the fence in front of us again here. Full count pitch again. Good battle here by Jay Bessler.
That was a good pitcher's pitch and a good foul off there by Bessler. Trying to get herself on base as well.
The 3-2 again. This is ripped up the middle. Game is still going here. 1 run is going to come in. Trippick will score easily. And the Bobcats trying to make it interesting here. They score and a second hit to center in this inning. That's now a 6-3 game. As Bessler on first base with the RBI 2-out single brings up Reagan Nasty now.
Yeah, they had 2 outs, nobody on. Looked a little dire, but then all of a sudden Peyton Kirkwood comes and gets a base hit, gets the second on a wild pitch. That single, so Bobcats not ready to go home yet.
Foul ball there off the bat of Reagan Massey. First strike 1, 0-1 the count. Runner on first and 2 down. Near the top of the 7th, Massey ready. Takes a ball downstairs for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Got a home run, fly out, a ground out at 2 hits in a row to center field. The 1-1 all the way. It is sent into center field, in the air, shallow center, and not able to be caught by the shortstop Hasselbus as runners are on first and second. She had to run in quite a ways. Trying to get that play would have been a heck of a play, but not able to get there. Runners on first and second now as the tying run at the plate in Michaela Jones.
Yeah, that's back-to-back base hits with 2 outs. So
all the center field too.
Yeah, so these Bobcats, a lot of grit.
This one is hit into right field. On the run, the right fielder Havlick makes the catch, and there's your ball game. Just as the Bobcats are trying to threaten to make it real interesting here, Benton says enough is enough. They want to get this game over with, but a valiant effort by Western Dubuque, just not enough tonight on the road as they fall 6-3 in this ball game, and the season comes to a close with a record of 23-16. We'll take a timeout, figure up our numbers, and talk quickly in the postgame before we send you on your way on this Saturday night. Back after this with KMC Sports.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Crop Production Services in Winthrop, proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. For all of your custom applications of fungicide and insecticide needs, from aerial to wide drops, they've got you covered. Call Crop Production Services in Winthrop, 319-935-3481.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence has over 100 years of experience. Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving Eastern Iowa farmers. Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence, partners in excellence.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
City of Manchester would like to wish all the area athletes, teams, and coaching staff the best of luck. The City of Manchester appreciates all the hard work and dedication put forth on the field and in the classroom. Go teams!
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at ForBrown.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
John and Bill back with you on this Saturday night as the Western Dubuque Bobcats season ends here at 23-16. As the Benton Community Bobcats improve on at 32-6, 13-1 in home games this season as they get back to their fourth regional final in a row. They'll meet Charles City. So Comets beat Independence tonight in Charles City by the score of 3-1. So Benton Community will host here in Van Horn against Charles City on Tuesday night. We'll have a high school baseball for you. We'll let you know come Monday of where we'll be for sure on Tuesday night, as we'll have at least one game for you, possibly maybe two on Tuesday night in district baseball action as Class 1A gets started and 2A continues on Tuesday night. There were a few 2A games going on around the area tonight in district baseball. Monday night, we will be in Dyersville. Bill and I will take the trip on Highway 20 for the Beckman Blazers as they host Iowa City Regina, two top 15 ranked teams in Class 2A, and a regional final there for Beckman as they host the Runner Eagles of Iowa City Regina on Monday night. Next Thursday will be Class 1A baseball, then Class 3A West Delaware baseball next Friday as they get their season going, and then 2A district final next Saturday we'll have for you at most likely Dyersville. Here, this one tonight saw Western Dubuque fall by the score of 6-3. Bobcats came back and put 2 runs up in the 7th, but not enough. Only 1 run to that point, as 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the 5th for Benton Community as the number 1 team moves on to their 4th regional final in a row with 32 wins and 6 losses. For Western Dubuque, 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. They left 9 runners on base, struck out 2 swinging. An impressive no free passes, no walks, no hit batters by Anna Stenberg, the fine pitcher for Benton Community, who upped her record to 19-2 tonight as the Bobcats fall to Benton here. 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Benton Community, 9 runners left on, 9 total strikeouts against the Bobcat Western Dubuque pitching, 7 swinging, 2 looking, 2 walk batters, and 4 hit batters in a game that lasted 1 hour and 37 minutes here tonight from Van Horn. Best of luck to Coach Eric Stenberg and the Benton Bobcats as they try to get back to the state tournament for the 3rd year in a row. As the Class 3A defending champions up a class in Class 4A this year. And congratulations to Coach Rachel Neal, Lindsey Digman, and the Western Dubuque Bobcats on a fine season at 23-16, the first winning season we've talked about since 2008 when that team went 34-10, was the last and only team that went to the state tournament in Western Dubuque softball history, as that 08 team finished 5th place in Class 3A that year. Wasn't meant to be to continue on to regional final this year, Bill. A valiant effort. You just ran into a very tough team in Benton Community, a team that's been there, playing some younger players and some new faces in the lineup from what they've had the last couple of years because of graduation, losing some outstanding players. But this is a team that knows how to play softball, and they are experienced in their own right of playing winning softball. And this team hasn't lost too much of a step from what we've seen the last couple of years, but they have all the confidence in the world right now as they welcome in Charles City on Tuesday night.
Yeah, they did, and the game was 3-1 there in the 5th inning, and then all of a sudden Benton Community just had one of those innings where they really didn't do anything. They just kind of, scored 3 runs with, 2 of them they just kind of manufactured. They didn't really knock them in with the bat, but they scored some runs, and that's what teams do, is they just figure out a way to score some runs. And you can't do it, but you get those 3 runs back off the board, and we're tied. So, I mean, it's that close, between the number 1 ranked team coming in tonight and the Bobcats. So, yeah, they've got a great nucleus coming back. They've got all 3 of their pitchers coming back. That's something great to build on, and they've got some hitters in there that are coming back. So, Coach Neal's still out there talking to them, and she's going to, give that speech like every coach does as girls, it starts right now, next week, on what it takes to get better for next year, and I'm sure they'll do it. It's an exciting time for their program as they're kind of turning around here and get back into some winning softball.
As they do say goodbye to 5 seniors, 3 that played, as Kelly Denlinger, Danny Wolf, Allie Bensler, Morgan Pitts, Jay Bensler, and Claire McDermott, 5 seniors for Western Dubuque, who will end their softball and athletic careers at the high school level here for Western Dubuque. So those 5 seniors moving on to the program. So always emotional time for that. The best of luck to those 5 ladies as they continue their journey on after high school. As Rachel Neal and the Bobcats 23-16 on the year, congrats again to them on that first winning season in Bobcat softball history since 2008. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight. We'll be back on the air Monday night from Dyersville for Class 2A Regional Final Softball as Beckman hosts Iowa City, Regina. Thanks to all our sponsors, all 40 of our sports boosters, and our extra tournament sponsors, as they are American Family Insurance, Pike County Disposal Incorporated, Boneycamp Murdoch, Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes, also the City of Manchester, Edgewood Feed Mill, Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply, Meyer Mechanical, Monticello Sports, New Vienna Ag Automation, Pete Small Engine Repair, and Wapsie Valley Creamery. Thanks to studio producer Ashley Bramey. Thanks to my partner Bill Logan, as the Bobcats fall to Benton Community here tonight by the final score of 6-3. Benton moves on here Tuesday night. Van Horn hosting Charles City in a Class 4A regional final. Western Dubuque season completed at 23-16. A good night. Have yourselves a safe one, everybody. John Swisher saying so long from Van Horn, Iowa.